Well, Tarik Oguzlu joins me now live from Istanbul. He's a professor of international relations at Istanbul Aydin University. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, Turkey has been firm on its support for the Palestinians in this conflict amid its call for a ceasefire. Will that have been the message that Fidan repeated to Blinken today?
Exactly, that's the case. Since the very first day of the crisis, Turkish authorities have been underlining the fact that this war should come to an end as soon as possible. And there is only one way to set the stage for peaceful developments in the days to come: to declare an emergency ceasefire. Unless a ceasefire is declared, the humanitarian catastrophe in the Gaza region will continue unabated, and lots of Palestinian people will endure quite hardships, and many of them will lose their lives. But this has been one of the points on which Turkish authorities have been quite keen. And Turkey has not been alone in this particular sense. Many other countries in the Middle Eastern region have been also saying the same thing from the day one, including many other people who happen to live in developed Western countries, which have already adopted a very anti-Israeli perspective during the time period. So it is one of the rare opportunities for Turkish decision makers to declare such kind of a commitment on Turkey's part to Secretary of State Blinken in a face-to-face meeting.
Indeed, but despite their differences, how important is this relationship between the US and Turkey in finding a solution and bringing about a stop to this cycle of violence which is happening there?
Yeah, Turkey and the United States have been trying to improve their relations over the last 2 to 3 years. We have been noticing that there has been a kind of pragmatic and realist turn in Turkish foreign policy. So Turkey has undertaken many initiatives to come closer to Israel, to mend fences with the United States. So these two countries have been on a positive track over the last 3 years. So, but just because we have this latest war in Gaza, this might somehow sabotage the ongoing cooperation between the two countries, despite the fact that Turkey and the United States have been on opposing pages concerning many issues. We are aware of this particularly important fact, but we also know that they have been talking to each other and trying to improve their relations in a positive atmosphere. But these developments in Gaza, the war in Gaza, has been somehow bringing into existence some additional headaches. So it is going to be in the national interest of both US and Turkey to find a solution to this problem as soon as possible. And besides that, both countries have been making it very clear that there is only one way to solve this problem, to get rid of this problem. It's going to be through the establishment of a two-state solution. So it is very noteworthy that even Secretary of State Blinken has underlined this point in his meeting with Fidan. So both countries, he said, approach the problem from a single perspective. Both are saying that two-state solution is the only solution. So we have to underline it very clearly.
OK, Tarik Oguzlu, Professor of International Relations, joining us live from Istanbul. Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.